Hi, welcome to the low sail circuit in Qatar and the launch of Honda's Fireblade SP.
The SP is a first for the Fireblade. In the tradition of sport production models, it's a hotted up, track-focused version of Honda's famous 4. It has a blueprinted engine and it's kitted out with classy parts including Öhlins suspension and Brembo monoblock front calipers. It's the most exotic, highest specification Fireblade since the original CBR1000RR revolutionised the supersports world back in 1992. The SP's engine is based on the now 6-year-old 999cc Fireblade unit, which for 2014 gets a modified cylinder head with reshaped and polished inlet and exhaust ports, plus gas-flowed combustion chambers. The intake trumpets are reshaped with slash-cut tops, as developed in World Superbike. Maximum power is increased by 2 horsepower to 178 bhp. The SP engine differs with its blueprinted internals. Basically, each piston's maximum weight variation is just 1 gram rather than the normal 3. But what even this ultimate Fireblade doesn't get is fancy electronics. There's no ride-by-wire or alternative engine modes, let alone traction control or semi-active suspension. Both the SP and the standard blade get a slightly more aggressive riding position. The clip-ons are a bit wider and lower, footrests are 10mm more rear set. The feel is still familiar if you've ridden the previous model. Perhaps the engine is a little smoother due to the blueprinting, though I'd have to ride the bikes back to back to be sure. I wouldn't claim to feel an extra 2 horsepower either, but what's clear when you ride the SP is the storming mid-range and superbly crisp fueling. If any bike can do without traction control, it's this one, although personally I'd still regard a good system as worthwhile. Even this tweaked Fireblade can't quite match the top end power of some rivals, but it's mighty fast and we're still accelerating into a strong headwind at over 160 miles an hour when I ran out of room at the end of Lascelles main straight. Braking hard from there confirmed that those Brembo monoblock calipers bite like an angry pit bull, but a lot more safely. The launch bikes were fitted with the SP's updated version of Honda's optional C-ABS anti-lock system, which links front and rear brakes. The foot pedal now adds less front brake and none at all when applied gently, so it can be used when you're braking into a turn. Handling is excellent, especially the way the Öhlins forks give a fantastically taut racebike-like feel. The Swedish firm's development work with Honda also resulted in more rigid triple clamps and in the frame's swing arm pivot area being made slightly less stiff for added feedback. The SP comes with Pirelli Supercorsa SP tyres, which are very sticky, though unfortunately they're not idiot-proof, as I proved with a slow-speed crash on a cold front tyre. I should have realised that it's not a good idea to follow Johnny Ray out of the pits, because if you do, it'll probably end in tears, even if he's not even trying. Back in the real world, the SP isn't quite as much of an all-rounder as the standard model, mainly because it has a firmer single seat that allows a lighter rear subframe. But it's finished to Honda's normal high standard, and its HRC-inspired paint job is very classy. In fact, the whole bike is classy. It's fast, refined, and in most respects it's very well equipped. It's the best Fireblade yet. Whether it's the ultimate open-class sports bike depends on what you want. In some respects, including its lack of electronics, the Honda is off the pace, and it's certainly expensive, costing roughly 25% more than the standard Fireblade. But riders who value the balance and refinement of the current Fireblade will absolutely love the SP.